Hey YouTube lizards, Leppygek here. I forgot that it was March, and March has 4 weeks. So yes, seeing as I kind of ended proxy month and I have no more proxies I really want to talk about, because I merged them all together into one, I shall talk about who the leader of the proxy is, who they are proxy to. That kind of makes sense. Kind of. So, and that person or thing or whatever you want to call it is the Slenderman. You all know the Slenderman from the thingamajiggy game Slender. You all know Slenderman from the game Slender. I can say the sentence now. You all know him from the game Slender. However, the game Slender was created because somebody read the Creepypasta story that I cannot find about Slenderman. Pardon me. If I just grab my bag. School bag. Let me get my phone out. Okay, so a thing about Slenderman is... let me find my Creepypasta files. The Creepypasta files. Okay, so he has been said in many other things. So if I just find it, where has it gone? I can't remember what it looked like. I don't remember what it was called. I think it's called the Tall Man. Possibly. Yeah. The Tall Man. Which is the only story of Slenderman I can find. So, basically I shall read small bits of it to basically tell you the entire story. It's an old Romanian fairy tale. This story here. It based on a particular event, or perhaps it is an extrapolation from existing Slenderman stories. Once upon a time, there were twin girls, Stella and Serena. They were brave, no fear of the dark, of spiders or crawling things. They weren't scared of anything. They would walk with their heads held high. They were good, obedient to their mother and father, and the word of God. They were very religious. Best children. And because of this, it was their downfall, basically. One day, they went out with their mum, collecting berries in the forest, and their mum told them to stay close to her. So they did, and then they walked to the centre of the forest, and the light in the area dimmed, so it went down, and they saw a tall man, and he was standing in the clearing dressed as a nobleman, all in black. I'll read this because it's really good. Shadows lay over him, dark as a cloudy midnight. He had many arms, all long and boneless as snakes, all sharp as swords, and they writhed like worms on nails. He did not speak, but made his intentions known. I love that bit. That's so descriptive, amazing. Mother tried not to listen. She couldn't disobey the tall man. She forgot how to breathe. She walked to the clearing. Her daughters followed behind her. She said, "Stella, take my knife and cut a circle in the ground big enough to lie in." And she did. She wasn't afraid of the tall man or the quiver in her mother's voice, and did it. And then she said, "Serena, take the berries and spread them in the circle and crush them underfoot until the juice stains the earth." And then, even though she was curious as to why, she did what her mum said. Blah, blah, blah. And then Serena, please, oh wait, I've missed a bit. Then Stella, lie in the circle, and then she lay in the circle. Ugh, I can't speak. Then Serena, the mother said, and told her to cut her sister open with the knife, and Serena didn't. She just couldn't. It's like cutting your sister open. And she said, please, if you don't, it'll be worse, so much worse. However, she didn't. She threw the knife away and ran home crying, then hid under her bed and was terrified, as you would be. And then she waited until her dad came home, and so she could tell him what had happened. Then her dad comforted her and went to the woods with his axe to try and find the mother and sister. And then when she woke up, when her dad left, she fell asleep basically, and then she woke up and it was really late at night, and she asked who it was, and then the person at the who knocked said, it's your father, and she was like, I don't believe you, you're not my dad. And they said, it's your sister. Then the same person said, it's your sister, and she said, it cannot be. And then it said, I am your mother. They said, and I told you it would be worse. And then the door, even though it was locked, fell open, and then her mum stepped in with her sister's head clutched in. I'll read this. And her mother stepped in, her sister's head clutched in one bloody hand, her father's in the other. Why? Wept Serena. Because, said her mother, there is no reward for goodness, there is no respite for faith, there is nothing but cold steel teeth and scorching fire for all of us, and it's coming for you now. And then the tall man slid from the fire and clenched Serena in his burning embrace, and that was the end of her. I really like that story. If you want to get the app, it's for most Androids, and it's basically just called the Creepypasta Files. Or Creepypasta Files. I love it. So many good stories in it. So that's a quick story of the Slenderman. You all know what the Slenderman looks like. If you don't, I will leave a picture down there. And if you don't, why not? It's like one of the most popular teenage games in the world ever so far. Except for Call of Duty. That's way more popular than Slender. So yeah, that's about Slenderman. He creates proxies. Well, technically you could call it creating. He creates proxies. I've shown you the Slender symbol in my first Mask and Hoodie video. If you haven't seen that and don't know what the Slender symbol thingy looks like, I will put a link to that down below as well. So yep. That went weird. Yep. That's better. Now it is actually the end of Proxy Month. So, yay! And I did put that video up of what I was filming and editing. It took me about 5 hours to edit because I got all the video footage, put it onto the thing, and it crashed about 3 times. So I had to redo it all again. And then, yeah, so just, yeah. Okay, so next week is someone. I will tell you next week because I cannot remember. Okay? Gecko, out.